Alright, I'm going to talk to you about central measures of tendency, and what that means is about where the numbers fall in a set of data. You want to find one number that kind of represents the rest of the data, and an example I gave you guys in class was your report card. I can't put all 20 grades of everything that you've earned in 9 weeks on a report card, or now that we're in semesters. I have to pick one number that represents everything that you've done, that kind of gives a description of how you do in math. And that's what the mean is. It's the average. And so mean, median, and mode are measures of central measures of tendency, just that kind of give an overall description of what happens to the numbers. So I'm going to go over how to find each of these. Mean means average. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time because when I record and this cursor is blinking, it doesn't write very nice. But to find the mean, you add up the numbers. That looks bad. Sorry. Okay, so when I add 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2, I get 8, 11, 15, 16, 17. Did I do that right? 8. No, I get 15. And so I have a sum of 15 here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I'm going to divide 15 by 5, and I get 3. So that means that the mean is 3 for this set of data. Mean means average. All right, now I have to find the median. I want to find the median means middle, so that's the number that's in the middle. But you can't go by the way they are written, the way the data is given to you. You have to rewrite the data in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to rewrite these numbers from smallest to largest. And when I do that, I'm going to start canceling off numbers. And when I start canceling them off, I end up with a 3 in the middle, which means 3 is the median. Mode is the number that appears the most, and I want you guys to kind of ask yourself, when you're thinking of mode, are there any numbers that are here more than any other number? And I see more 2s and 4s than I do 3s. So that means that the mode is 2 and 4. And then range is your difference between your highest numbers. So the highest number is 4, the lowest number is 2, which means is a range of 2. So this data set has a range of 2. Here is another example of some other examples of finding mean, median, mode, and range. For this set of data, for the mean, I'm going to add 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4. And when I add, I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I am going to divide 14 by 4. And when I do that, 14 goes into 4 3 times. And I have a remainder of 2, but we're not going to do remainders because you're in middle school. So we're going to add a decimal. Remember that decimal comes straight up in your answer. And I'm going to add a 0 and bring that 0 down. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20. I subtract, I get 0. So 14 divided by 4 is 3.5. That means that the mean here is 3.5. So that's the average of this set of data. Median is the middle number, so again, I have to put them in order from least to greatest. And I'm actually going to erase this because I'm going to run out of room here. So when I put these numbers in order from least to greatest, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, when I cancel them out, I have 2 numbers in the middle. So I want to find out what the middle is of those 2 numbers. And so to do that, I find the mean. And 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 divided by, it doesn't look like a division sign, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So that means that the median is 3.5. So again, whenever you have 2 numbers in the middle and you need to find the median, you add those 2 numbers up and divide by 2, and that'll give you the median. Or you can think of it as finding the mean of those 2 numbers, because you can only have one median. Mode is the number that appears the most, so we're going to ask ourselves, is there any number here that appears more than any other number? And there's not. So we're going to write none for no mode, or you can even write no mode. We don't want to put a 0 because then that would say that there are more zeros there than anything else, so we don't want to put that. And then range is the difference between the highest and lowest number, and the highest number here is 5. The lowest number is 2, so I subtract and I get 3, so that means that this data set has a range of 3.